All right, this is the Math 40S Career Planning Unit 7. Please put your name, as always, up there. This is the second last unit before we get to Unit 8. And this focuses more on careers and exploration of yourself more than any specific math formulas and that kind of thing. So we have this project is going to allow you to research and consider career options. So it'll include a little bit of a self-assessment, some career exploration on My Blueprint, educational requirements that you'll need to get a career that you want, budgeting for your life, and what your expected lifestyle is and will be, and a little bit of a conclusion. So let's get started. So first of all, you'll have to go to myblueprint.com or .ca, to help you choose a career. And it will save your information once you create a profile. You can do resumes on there, career search. You can even find jobs on there. So the first step would be to go onto Google and look up My Blueprint, or just type in myblueprint.ca. And you'll come to a site like this. If you don't have an account already, on the top right there's a login option and a sign up option. Let's look at what sign up looks like. So you click sign up, and your activation key, it says in your book your activation key is Dakota. So we put Dakota. Create an account. I'm just going to make a fake one right now just to see if I can. So student, here, one sec. What grade are you in? Let's say I'm a grade 12er. Continue. Just a bit more information. Month, January. You're going to know Mr. K's birthday here. 12th. Ooh, the year. Should I put the real year? I will. Student number. So you can definitely get the student number from me, but if you're doing this at home, I think you can just skip this step. I'm going to put a fake one there and click continue and see what happens. We do not match your account. Carefully review, okay? So I put a fake number in. It says carefully review. This is all still the same. Right at the bottom here it says, you don't remember? Skip this step. So if you don't have access to get your student number, just click skip this step at the bottom here, and it'll come to personal info. And then all you have to do is write your information again. Your birthday is optional this time, but I'm just going to write it in anyway. Student, see, now it'll say student number is optional, which is what we want. Then click continue. Now put your school email down. Actually, I'll just put something else down right now. Verify it. Password. Make sure you remember your password. You could use your school password or just something else. Verified. I agree, and then you click continue. Okay, so that's what it will look like for you. I'm going to log in. I already have one. lrsd.net, I'm pretty sure. Now, there we go. So once you log in, your website and all your information will look sort of like this. Let me just So I'm going to go to Student View to show you what yours will look like. So yours, when you log in, will look exactly like this. You'll have your name on the top right, your dashboard on the left, and you have tasks, classes, goals, portfolios, all that. So what you want to do first, after you have done this, filled in your birth, emailed, use your school email, but it says do not use your school email because it deactivates June 30th. So when you do graduate, you won't have access to anything anymore. So maybe use an email that would work for you. Now we're on to step 2. On the left side menu bar, click on Who Am I? So let's do that. So over here on the top right, there's these lines. Click that and drag down to Who Am I? Click down Who Am I? So there's a bunch of surveys that you'll see here. Learning style, personality, interest, knowledge, motivations, compatibility. As you can see, Mr. K has already done all of them. But essentially you're going to have to click the first one, and you might have already done this in a different class earlier in your career here at Dakota. Or you might not have had any done. What you will have to do is do the learning style first. So in survey section, it'll say learning style, and you can click on it, start it, and it'll ask you a bunch of questions about your life and who you are. I wonder if I can show you what the questions look like. When you finish the questions, they look like, oh yeah, you can. It'll say view a report, and you click your view report and you can see what kind of learning style you are. So apparently I'm looking and seeing, I'm visual, I'm kinesthetic, and I'm a little bit auditory, meaning I like to listen to learn. And it just explains how you learn, some study tips that would work for your type of learning. So do this truthfully to who you are. And then you'll do your personality, then you'll do an interests, then you'll do knowledge, then you'll do motivations. Once you do all 5 of those, you will get to the next step. So step 3, complete all 5, learning, personality, interest, knowledge, and motivations. When you do them all, step 4, click on and complete the compatibility survey for 4 different careers. So right here, now try and complete the compatibility survey. So click that, and it'll go to match results, occupations. So this will give you a list of occupational matches that are best suited to you. So right here, educational assistants, guidance counselor, elementary school teacher. Obviously this thing figured that I would be a good teacher, or maybe that I fit as a teacher. And it also gave me midwife, so you get things that are kind of weird and might not fit. I don't think I'd ever want to be a midwife. And you can see here on the right that I have a 70% match for these things. They all start blue, and it says getting started. So when you're doing your step 4, pick 4 different ones. So I've done 3 here. Pick 4, and let's do midwife. Click it. And it'll ask you a bunch of questions, maybe like 10 questions. Would you like to monitor fetal growth and well-being through heartbeat detection, body measurement, and palpation? Oh, palpation, sorry. No way. So anyway, that goes to all those questions. You do the questions, and you'll get your percent of matching. So I'm a 70% match for a school teacher, a guidance counselor, and an educational assistant. Great. So when completed, you should take note of the percent of compatibility for each. If the career you want is not listed, you can search for it instead. So in here, you can actually view more down here and look through a bunch of different ones. And I think if you play around with it, you can even find education level or career cluster. You can actually search for jobs that are available in here. like something in human services or agricultural or foods or training or finance, home services. There's lots. So you can also do more assessments and explore other careers. Great. Once you do those 4, you got your percents. Choose one that fits you. What is the name of the career? Give me a little description of it, just right here. I picked doctor. And what is it? Helps people get better, etc. Right? So this box is only if you only complete the career cruising survey below if you're still stuck on finding a career. This is just another website with more surveys that you can do to get careers. So then we get to the next part of the booklet, which is, who am I? So you're answering questions like, was this an accurate description of you and why? So when I clicked through here and did the surveys that see if I'm compatible for things, after you're done it, you can look and see. Let me see if I can find, so education. So I click that, what happens? The percent match loads. Overview. So do I match? Overview. What do they do? What education you need? What's the outlook of getting a job? What are the salaries? Where do you work? Some videos about it. Requirements. Do I match? You have a 70% match. It tells you about how compatible you are. And was this an accurate description of you? Why? Tell me. Do you disagree with that career? Tell me. Yes or no. Do you agree with it? Tell me why. Yes or no. What did you learn about the learning style, personality, interest, knowledge surveys? What did you learn about you? What did you learn in general? And then once you finish those questions, we're going to look at the career a little bit more using the explore the different careers and select one that you would be interested in having when you are older. What are the potential earnings for the career? So let's say I just picked this educational assistant thing. Overview in here said estimated between 25 to 48. So what are the potential? 25 to 48,000. And you can use complete sentences. I'm just showing you what aspects appeal to you the most. So read about what they do and pull out some stuff that appeals to you in here. That means like what you would like or click with. What surprised you? Maybe you find out that, oh, it's an area of personal teaching and behavior management what? I don't want to deal with behavior. So I'm surprised that they have to deal with behavior. So you write about behavior right in there. Number 4, what are some disadvantages? So stresses, hazards, or risks about your career. If I was a plumber, maybe I could drown. I don't know. So let me know. Why is this your dream career? Why did you pick that, and what made you write about it? And then what is the most important thing you learned about for this career choice? Maybe you learned this is for you. Maybe you learned this isn't for you. Then what education do you need? So what are the educational requirements for your ideal job? Do you need a degree, a diploma, a certificate, a red seal? And it says in your thing, it'll say requirements. How do I become one? So an educational assistant, required education. I need secondary schooling, so that means school after high school. But it doesn't say university, so that's good. I don't need on-job training. I can go to college as well, and universities don't offer it. Assistants usually require completion of a 10-month college program. Teacher assistants who help students with special needs usually require specialized training and experience. Okay, so you write that in here, what requirements are. List options that are available in Canada to get training or instructions for the career choice. So what universities, colleges, or training institutions? You can Google them, or potential programs are listed right actually down here. So Bachelor of Ed, those are for teachers, Bachelor of Music and Ed, Physical Education. These are all potential programs to get you into teaching, but maybe there's more practical ones, programs. Here we go. So this website shows you a bunch of different, here, arts and tech, early childhood educator, educational assistant from Assiniboine Community College, educational assistant from Red River College. So you can click on that. Let's click the Red River one. Overview of the program. It actually links to the website of where you would have to go. Requirements, what do I need? I gotta have a high school diploma. There's an application process. I need a criminal record check. I need a child abuse check, because yeah, you cannot be a criminal or have an abuse charge on you if you want to work with kids. Then other certifications and stuff. So list some of the training things that you'll need in here, and then pick where would you go. Would you go to, I don't know, university in Alberta or in the States? Then what is the cost of tuition, books, room and board, and other costs associated? So if I went to Red River College, I could definitely take a peek at the program. So I'd go to visit website, Red River College. Okay, educational assistant certificate overview, 6-month certified program, part-time study available, description. So it says everything about the program in here. And on the left, I could find out how much it would cost. I could also Google that. And then you'll find how much tuition, books, room and board, and all that stuff is. And you can write it in here, because you will need information for the next part of the booklet on that. What is the starting salary and the max salary for your job? $25,000 to $45,000. I think that's what it was earlier. Is there a chance to move up higher from your starting position? Can I become a principal? Can I become a teacher? Maybe. Might have to do more school, etc. Just explain that in there quick. Or if you're doing a doctor, maybe you can specialize. Or if you're doing a plumber, maybe you get levels. Then we get to budgeting. So section 3, education budgeting. Fill out the education sheet below, monthly budget form. So this is what you would be in, like in the next year when you want to go to this program, because you're finally graduated. You're going to work part-time probably. How much do you make part-time as work? Maybe I make like $2,000 a month. Actually, let's make it $1,000 a month. Annually, that would be $12,000. Annual means yearly. So I make $12,000 a year working part-time next year, hopefully. Loans. Do I have any loans that I'm borrowing money from? Does the government giving me anything? Did you apply for any of that stuff? Maybe I'm getting $100. So that means I get $1,200 a year from the government. Specify any other money. I'm not getting anything else. So total would be $13,200 and $1,100. Okay. Then expenses. So this is how expensive things are. So am I renting? Do I have a mortgage? So rentals, maybe it's $500 a month. Maybe my car payment's $400 a month. My phone bill is like $70. Food, maybe I spend about $200 a month. Entertainment, maybe I go out and I spend like $500 a month going out all the time. Clothes, maybe $50. Transportation, bus pass is like what, $80. Personal items don't really do that. Tuitions and books fees. I don't even know. I think tuition and books and fees, I think it's about $6,000 a year at U of M. So you can go backwards for that one. Credit card, maybe my credit card bill is like $1,200 a month. Other investments, no. Others, no. So monthly, just times by 12 to get this side. Times by 12. And just do that for everything over to get the yearly. And then add them all up and get your totals here. And add these up and get your totals there. Then at the bottom, it says balance. Your income minus your expenses. So you have your net income right here, your total. So I'm going to put 1,200 minus this number right here goes there. Minus that will become what I have left over. Maybe I'm in a negative. Maybe I'm spending more than I make. So I'll have like negative $8,000 a year, which is okay. That just means you're getting into debt and you'll have to pay that back eventually. But remember, we're working towards our career. We don't have a career yet. So you finish the budget. Now for the next section, expected lifestyle 10 years from now. So now that, let's say you've graduated high school, you went to school, you finished all that, and you got into your career. What job did you get into? So let's say you went, I don't know, you did the teacher thing, just because I'm a teacher. So teacher, after 10 years, I got in finally. What's your annual salary? I don't know, 60,000. It's all public info for those kind of jobs anyways. Describe where you are living, alone or with a partner. Are you renting an apartment or living in a condo or home? Explain to me kind of your picturesque, perfect life in 10 years that you would like. Make it reasonable. Don't say like I'm a bajillionaire that got lucky because I made a video that went viral or something, you know? What type of house will you be able to afford? Will you bust? Will you own a car? Explain a bit of that. What important things have you learned about your lifestyle? Reflect. Do you think you're going to be Lil Wayne? Well, actually no. Lil Pump. I don't know. Somebody that's a rapper and makes a bunch of money on just like music, or like maybe that's your thing and you picked music as a career and maybe you want to be successful. That's cool too. But what did you learn? Is it easy? Is it hard? And then fill out a budget on the next page for your future life. Look up housing, apartment costs, what internet is. Ask people what taxes, utilities are, all that stuff. So your primary income, how much you make a year, maybe like 60,000. My secondary income, maybe I sell stuff on the side, like, I don't know, I have a YouTube channel that makes like $1,000 extra. Then total it 61,000 there and make it monthly as well. How much a month? Rent or mortgage, maybe that's like 1,500. You'll have to find out. Ask your parents or your guardian or someone you know who rents or has a mortgage. How much are car payments? Well, we did that in one of the units. Unit 1 was car stuff. How much do you pay for your telephone? Hydro, maybe like 150 for like electrical and water. Other utilities, I don't know, maybe. Cable and internet's like $80 maybe. Food, 200. Entertainment, 100. This is all monthly, 50. Transport, car maintenance, maybe your car breaks down. On average, you spend $500 a month. That's a lot, but gas. How much does gas cost a month? Credit cards, 1,000. Investments, I don't have any. Life insurance, maybe I spend $50 a month to make sure I get insured if I die. Car insurance, that's like $2,600 a month or a year, so go backwards. Property taxes, that could be, depending on where you live, it could be up to like 4,000, maybe up to 6,000. House insurance, that's another like 1,000 a year. any savings, other stuff. Total that column up again, total this column up again. Then take your income minus your expenses like we did again. So your income up here and your expenses is that one. And you just do blank minus blank equals, hopefully you're in a plus. Then the last part of this booklet is what was the thing that surprised you the most about budgeting? Is it easy? Is it hard? Maybe you thought like, oh, I don't know, I didn't know I'd spend that much. Did you end up with a deficit? That means like a negative answer. Why? Are you spending too much? Are you not spending enough? Are you able to afford the lifestyle you want to live? And what do you have to do to afford the lifestyle? Would you have to work extra? And then lastly, the conclusion. What did you learn about doing this career project? And does your career choice still appeal to you? Why or why not? Maybe you didn't make enough money or it's not something you're interested in. So that's kind of the booklet in a nutshell. Again, if you have any questions, come see me in class. But that's Unit 7, career planning. And the next one will be Unit 8, looking into vehicles and buying an actual car that you want right now. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.